So we are back with match 4 on the play again. I think that's 4 in a row. Running hot today, at least in terms of die rolls, not so much in terms of games. But there's still 2 more matches to win. Just open with the forest, so we can decide what to do with this later. Plus we probably want to fetch Hallowed Fountain. I think I kind of actually like the aggressive route here. So we can just get in for 2 damage here. Do some beat downing. Is this like the 3rd Grixis deck? Let's see. Looks like it. What's with those Grixis decks all of a sudden? Suddenly Magic Online is flooded with Grixis again. That's so weird. At least that's a fine matchup, so not that I mind. Unless we get like triple young Pyromancer like before. And the aggressive approach kind of pays off. Especially with him taking 5 damage from his lands. 4. Alright, Fly's Trend was milled. Alright. That's kind of neat. I think I'll just do that and get in for sweet 5. Almost would have passed the turn without casting the knight. But yeah, don't really see how he recovers from that, especially with the bird hitting for 3 in the air. Or us just going all Ormandal on him. He shouldn't have a way to stop Ormandal actually, since they usually don't run any Vapor Snacks or stuff. And Terminate looks kind of silly against Ormandal. This card is so sweet for Knight of the Reliquary. Now you have like these 8 mana accelerants and you can just search for a 9/7 flying lifelink indestructible haste and kill them. So do we just Ormandal him? I feel like there's no need to risk it in case we're missing something. So just go Witness on. Pass, kill the Tasigo and just attack. Only gonna attack with this because it's lethal either way if he has nothing, and not lethal either way if he has something. And that way we get to activate the knight. Terminate that is. we should have just went for Armandal and be good. Don't really see what he could have, but don't feel like risking a game that seems like we can't lose it just by like getting blown out, because if he has something to stop Armandal, we would have suddenly been in like a losing position. I think a township is appropriate here. Land was actually quite a decent draw here. I think I kind of want to make him either jump or die. I mean, he can also trade, which is fine. Can basically not beat the township at this point. Maybe he's considering to concede out of frustration. That should do the trick. Yep. Got him. So, once again we want to dispel. Maybe the Forge Tender. And that's kind of about it still. Yeah, just get rid of those two Kasadis. Still not a big fan of bringing in Negate against Delver decks. Their spells cost like 1 or 2 mana, very few 3, basically only some color against command. And all the spells are like too low impact for really needing to stop them. This spell is fine, it's efficient and cheap, lets you stop a Terminate for a mana for while gaining a mana tempo and stuff. That's alright. The difference between costing 1 and 2 is pretty big in a matchup like this. It's all about tempo. If you can stop stuff cheaper than what the stuff costs, it's worth it. If you can't, it's probably not worth trading card for card. Like if you're trading a card for a card and 2 mana for 2 mana, you're not gaining anything. Basically just breaking even, which is like nothing to be excited about. But if if you at least like break even on cards and get ahead on like by 1 or 2 mana, like with a dispel, then we are actually talking. Then you at least get something out of it, and maybe like protect one of your cards that's better than their removal, that they kind of want to deal with. I guess we go for green blue. Maybe I should have went for green white, not sure. Probably has like a Snapcaster Mage. On his mana leak, no. Interesting. I think I'd rather play things into mana leak there than the Corsair. Maybe he still had a Snapcaster Mage and just didn't go for it because of Magma Spray. And keeping Snapcaster mana leak for the Corsair. Now I kind of regret having fetched blue rather than white. I guess we can try and make up for that by getting Heath back. Yep. Fetch a plains. And then get our Pass to Exile countered most likely. Maybe he's just gonna activate it and it dies. That would be like the best case. I mean, we're still in like pretty solid shape. Yep. Feel free to get the Zero Visions, my friend. Witness beatdown it is. Wonder what he's holding if there's so little happening. Let's see if there's anything going on. Show me now or show me never. I guess it's more likely gonna be now. That was very unimpressive for 5 cards in hand. What the hell is in his hand? The sword score is all he does in response to a Voice of Resurgence. In a situation where he is like close to dead already. But okay. Explosive for 3, not bad, but probably not good enough. Okay. That was kind of impressive. Not attacking probably was not so impressive though. And that also was like the least impressive company I could have imagined in that particular situation. Holy crap. That was god awful. That is sweet. Let's see what he has. He has a Snapcaster Mage. That works. And then we have like a Hierarch. And then we pass. And have Snapcaster protection up. That's good. Yeah, but it's probably gonna die. At least we got 3 life out of the deal to buy some time. Come on, let's not lose this game, please. That's decent. Actually, let's play this first in case of mana leak. And terminate, Snapcaster terminate. Probably. Bolt. Okay, that's what he was holding. So we actually managed to lose this game. It's kind of unfortunate. Speaking of the lack of removal that I talked about a couple times already. I feel like the deck has to be able to go up to like 4 removal maybe. I mean that's kind of like the amount of that Abzan company and old pod decks used to have post sideboard. Like I think pod for example used to have like 5-ish removal plus like 1 or 2 creatures that could kill stuff and that they could 2 for. So yeah, only having 2 pairs seems a bit loose to me. Gonna mulligan this. Too bad of a mana draw. That's a pretty solid hand. Don't kill the Hierarch. Yep. That Hierarch. No. That's kind of good for us. Yeah, I think it's probably fine to do this, because if he kills one next turn, it's kind of the same as getting a land with Witness, and leaves us the option open to like go Witness on Company if he doesn't kill any of the guys. That's kind of the perfect scenario for us. Would even take a land now. That is not a land, but that doesn't matter. Not like we have to attack for 2 there. Wouldn't have minded to get a little more aggressive, but it's not particularly relevant. Now we even have a Dispel backup to protect the combo next turn if he doesn't kill the knight right away. So that game is basically over. There goes our knight. I prefer playing the knight there over Witness and Company, but it doesn't really matter. Both is good, especially with the Dispel backup. There's the Terminate mana, which won't be enough. Or he might have his own Dispel. No, he doesn't. Okay. That's that match. See you for the last match and the wrap up in